I suppose there is one other thing I can think of as far as stories about playing this as a kid, is there was one palace that I just always got severely lost in, and I can't remember if it was the 4th or the 6th. I just remember that the walls were either purple or pink, so it's one of those two. And that, I suppose, is something else I can talk about. Apparently, the Japanese version of the game, the palaces weren't so varied in color. They were all either white or blue, except for the final one. So I wonder why that was only changed in the international version. Also, there were some other changes here and there. For example, some of the sprites changed. Like, I've already forgotten the name of it, but the annoying prancing wolf enemy from the palaces that will take some of your experience if they hit you, and they just constantly spawn. Apparently the original sprite for them, there was like a drop of blood falling from the dagger that they carry. So that was taken out in the international version. I think there might have been some other sprites here and there that changed. Also notably, some bosses showed up more frequently. For example, there was an alternate version of Helmet Head that showed up that is not in the international version of the game. Also a lot of returns of Rebonak, but that happens in this version too. You guys can do a lot of damage, if you're not really careful dealing with them. Also, apparently the experience theft is only in the international version. That was not in the original Japanese version. I wonder why they felt the need to include that. Oh, one left. Got out too quickly. But yeah, this was one of those games that I think I mostly ended up playing this one on my own. Like, I remember the original Legend of Zelda. That was one of those games that my mum had, like, big fold-out maps that she drew of the area herself to mark where everything was. She did that for a lot of games when I was growing up. And another doll. This is turning out to be a long recording session, so I'm probably going to end up splitting this into two. Just to be on the safe side, because we have a new enemy type, Geru. They have the longer spear of a Moblin, but they have a shield that they use basically like an Iron Knuckle. And we found a child, and we'll just tuck them in our pocket, apparently. That would be the kidnapped child that we heard about back in Darunia. So we can go turn in that quest. So, yep, you know where we're going. If you guys weren't worth 200, I wish, 20 experience each, I wouldn't bother with this. But for basic enemies, 20 experience each is pretty good. As long as I don't do that. At least plenty of magic is dropping as well. I think I read that the drop rates of items, it has to do with how many of a particular enemy you defeat. So for example, the counter toward the next one of those dropping an item will be different from the next time that a lever will drop an item. And we also have a new enemy type, Boon. They're kind of irritating. Since they just fly overhead like that, it's difficult to land a hit on them. But they are worth 50 each. Just good luck actually hitting one. One of those where overall I would argue fighting it's not worth it. Because, like, at the very least at my attack power they go down in one hit. It's just landing that hit that's the issue. Can I actually get that? There we go. I'm not taking chances, I just want to make sure I actually get back to town in one piece. I mean, honestly, I suppose if I wasn't taking chances, I wouldn't be dealing with any enemy battles, I'd just be running from them. But experience! It's delicious! It's what's for dinner! Just gonna snipe you guys from a distance when I can. Just be mindful of the bubbles, don't want to get knocked into the water after all. Link is not known for his swimming ability. Not sure if that's picking up on the mic, but my cousin's watching something on TV out in the living room, and apparently it's hilarious. You are a hero for saving my child. Come. To the Grandpa basement. This magic will strengthen a shield. And we get the Reflect spell. I believe that one is actually required for the next palace. So, yeah, you have to do this. Basically what it does is, while active, it'll let you block some things that you couldn't block before. But most notably, there are also some attacks that it will actually reflect. And that's going to be important. The bubbles legit make me a bit nervous, just because it's hard to see them coming up through that particular texture on the land there. You know, I took damage for it, I'm getting my 10 experience. Or 20. Whatever. Numbers. Feed me numbers! And thankfully with this, we don't have to go up that mountain anymore. I almost made it through the woods without another encounter, and I'm honestly kind of surprised. Open up! There's usually one more tucked over here. I just want to make sure I get everyone. Wouldn't want him to be lonely, after all. That would just be rude. Alright. So, now we need to get through this labyrinth. There are set encounters here. There's at least one that I definitely do need to find, though. I believe it's over this way. You probably just got a glimpse of the palace over there. Magic container. So I think there's only one more of those left to find. 2 more heart containers. Whoa. Nice turbo launch there. No, downstabbing will not do anything against them. Thank you. We're already closing in on another level up, so that's nice. Kind of closing in on me there. Well, just kind of one of those in the middle of nowhere, but hey, I'll take it. Come on, jump into the fire. Doesn't it look tempting? A bug. Well, that went a lot easier. The good thing about them is if you can get them from the side at the very least, they can only attack downwards. I'm tempted to stick around just to see if I can find one more enemy to hit. I'm so close to a level up. Worst case scenario, we'll get it early next time. Because, yeah, we're at the palace. And, well, this one doesn't kid around. Immediately an enemy. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. Look, does anyone have the number of the Ghostbusters?